We've been using the useContext hook to read values from context, and it works really well. But React 19 introduces a new API called use that gives us a more flexible way to consume context values. Let's take a look at how it works. Right now, our avatar component is using the useContext hook to access the user data. Everything is working fine. Let me show you how little needs to change to use the new use API instead. First, import use from React, and then instead of calling useContext, call use. That's it. Let's save this and check the browser. Refresh, and it works exactly the same. Same result, same behavior. From a syntax point of view, it's almost identical. So the obvious question is, if this does the same thing, why introduce a new API at all? Well, here is where it gets interesting. The use API is not a hook. And because it's not a hook, it doesn't have to follow the rules of hooks. Think back to the rules of hooks. Hooks must be called at the top level of your component. You can't call them inside conditions, loops, or early returns. Every render has to call hooks in the same order. The use API doesn't have these restrictions. You can call it anywhere inside your component. Let me show you an example. In real applications, it's extremely common to show a loading state. Maybe the parent component is still fetching user data and passes down loading flag as a prop. Let's destructure a prop in avatar, so is loading, to reflect that loading flag and return a loading UI. We'll set the default value to true. Now, with the use API in place, we can check if isLoading is true and simply return early and show a loading message. So if isLoading is true, return a div tag that says loading user data. Let's save this and check the browser. You can see it works perfectly. We see the loading UI, and React is completely fine with it. Since use isn't a hook, React doesn't enforce hook ordering rules. There is another subtle benefit here. Because we return early, the use call is never executed. React doesn't even have to walk up the component tree looking for the context provider, and we skip that work entirely. But if we try the same with useContext from React and call this, you can already see ESLint warning us. React hook useContext is called conditionally. React hooks must be called in the exact same order in every component render. Did you accidentally call a React hook after an early return? So if you want to return early, you're forced to restructure your component so the hook call happens before the condition, even if the data isn't needed yet. Let's switch back to fix the error. And now we are back to working code. The use API also helps us with one other thing, but we'll take a look at that later in the course. To summarize what we have learned, use is simply a more flexible alternative to useContext. It does the same job, reading values from context, but without the restrictions that come with hooks. You will still see useContext everywhere in existing React 18 code bases, and it's not going away. But in newer React 19 applications, the use API is likely to become more common. And that wraps up everything you need to know about context in React. From the prop drilling problem we started with, to useContext, combining it with state, and now the flexible use API.